I'm Dennis Pittsenbarger, and today we're going to be doing some restoration work on this, a third gen Camaro, all with help from our friends at Classic Industries. These are really fantastic cars if you're just getting into restoration or doing your first project build, because they're inexpensive, easy to work on, and the Classic Industry catalog has tons of restoration parts for these exact vehicles. Now, unfortunately for your windshield, it probably takes more abuse than just about any other exterior part on your car. Everything from rock chips and debris on the road to maybe even a windshield wiper scraping back and forth. But it's not just a cosmetic issue, it can also be a safety issue, and that's why we're gonna do the replacement. As I stated earlier in the video, most of us would just call a glass guy and have them come do it. But you know what? With confidence, I know you can do it. All you need is a friend, a little bit of patience, and the right tools, and you can tackle a job like a windshield replacement. And before you know it, you'll be done. Just like the OEM glass that came from the factory on this Camaro, this replacement windshield from Classic Industries is made of laminated tempered safety glass. It does have all the proper items like the tint that goes across the top and the black edge, which is commonly referred to as the frit. Now, a little fun fact for you out there, the frit is actually designed to protect the urethane that seals the windshield into the car from sun damage and making sure that it has a great seal. Speaking of urethane, we will be using 3M's super fast dry urethane and the lock strip, both supplied by OER. Along with the proper tools, it should be very easy for us to both remove the old windshield and then reinstall our replacement windshield. Using the lock ring tool, we slid under the lock ring. What we do, a little bit of soapy water to get this thing so it's got a little lubricant. Basically what you're doing is you're just working this thing up and under this. Once the strip is out of the way, comes the part that most people are anxious about, cutting the old windshield free from the factory sealant. Using the right glass tool, which you can get from just about any local auto parts store, it's a job that goes pretty quickly. After pulling out the old glass and cleaning up any loose sealant, but before removing the old urethane, we're going to dry set the new windshield. Having some suction cup handles makes this much easier. The point of doing this is to get our position right and to make some set blocks from stiff foam or wood scraps to hold the new glass in the right position. All right, while Sean goes ahead and lays the urethane bead around, I just want to make note that it takes about 10 or 15 minutes for this stuff to really start to set up. Now, it'll take a little bit longer for it to completely cure, but what he's doing is laying the bead down all around, and then we'll grab the new windshield from Classic Industries, set it in there, we should be good to go. Carefully set the new glass in place, aligning it with the marks you made and resting it on the stop blocks. Press down on the glass to make sure it has good contact with the urethane all the way around. Then take a paddle and remove any urethane that's squeezed out to fill any voids. All right, now the urethane is already starting to set. Now it could take several hours, depending on temperature or climate that you're in, for the urethane to completely harden to its full strength. What we'll do is we'll have some tape to mark where that's supposed to be. In the meantime, what we're gonna do is grab the new seal that goes around the windshield. We'll put that in and make sure that everything's good to go, mark it off, and we'll take some painter's tape and go over it all to hold it perfectly in place. Should be our last step. Well, like I said in the beginning, anyone can do this if you have a little bit of help from friends, the right tools, and the right products from Classic Industries to be able to do a restoration on a windshield like this one we just accomplished on a third gen Camaro. Anyone can do it. Now, if you'd like to know more about what Classic Industries offers, make sure and find them at classicindustries.com, or you can call them toll-free, 800-854-1280, and order up one of their free catalogs to help you start or finish the restoration on your classic car or truck.